Good morning. Today we are here to discuss regarding the plant herbarium techniques part 2 under plant taxonomy unit 2 of 5th semester. The main learning objective of this session is objectives of field herbarium techniques and the step involved in herbarium specimen collection. The collection of plants began in the 16th century. Later, in the 17th century, the J.P. Tourfort used the term herbarium for plants. The plant collection are essential for taxonomical research because they serve as a orchard specimen. They also help to identify the family, genus, and species. So, herbarium is a basically storehouse of botanical specimen. In the first session, I have told regarding the requisites and the what are all the basic for the herbarium techniques. The herbarium techniques involves a series of operations such as collection, pressing, drying, poisoning, mounting, sticking, labeling, filling, and deposition. The pressing specimen should be carefully placed in the center of the pressing sheets. After mounting, it has to be deposited in the herbarium. The collections are referred to as herbarium specimen. Such herbarium specimens are stored for many years. The herbarium has served as their historical collection or reference for the new researchers or that helps in a teaching for checking their identity, and it is an aid for teaching and a source of research material. The taxonomical research therefore relies upon the collection of preserved plants built up over a long period of time, which is the herbarium. The herbarium techniques after collection, that has to be pressed. Arranging plant materials with the pressing paper is the most important. Before pressing the specimen, the following point should be taken care. The specimen should be collected to represent the species, the most satisfactory, that is one being in the flowering stage and from a normal habitat. In case of bulb or corm or tuber or other underground portions are necessary for the identification. For this reason, the collector should carry cutting or digging implements or geological pick, a heavy screwdriver and or a sharpened structure. A pocket knife is recommended for collecting the shrub or a tree specimen, and a pair of pole type pruning shears for securing cones from a coniferous tree. The placing of specimen in the press is of vital concern since the look of a permanent specimen will depend on how it has been pressed and dried. Due to the bulky nature of the plants, it is customary to press them flat. Even specimen should be arranged so as to appear as a natural, and overlapping of organs should be avoided, that is leaf. The leaves must be not to be crumpled or piled on the top. Bulky organs may be sliced open or facilitate drying, but cotton batting or a paper padding are often helpful around them. So underground, make sure that the specimens are free from insect infestation, fungal infection or any other pathological symptoms. Usually fresh materials are found all over the land, and that selection is very much important. Thus their parts can easily be arranged within the pressing paper. So after collection, in very humid climates, it is desirable to dry the plants before the tissues undergo decay, and under such condition the plants are dried with artificial heat. So drying of plant specimen without artificial heat, it is almost followed universally and supposed to be the most satisfactory. The plants are pressed in pressing papers between the blotters. The plant press is locked for 24 hours. This is called as the sweating period. So much attention is to be paid at this stage. A careful arrangement of plant parts will result in nicely arranged specimen after drying. When plant parts become stiff and are fixed in a desired manner, after rearranging, folded pressing paper is kept between the two fresh blotters. The specimens are provided with the fresh blotters in this manner are locked again in the plant press for the next 24 hours. The change follows and the specimens are locked up tightly for another 48 to 72 hours. So this is how the actual herbarium sheet, it's containing the data. After mounting the specimen, the herbarium sheet is given to a final touch by pasting a label at it right manner. The label is of 11 into 7, whereas the herbarium sheet size is 29 into 42 centimeter. But the collection label of 11 into 7 centimeter vary by 1.2 centimeter. That should contains the flora and date of collection, family, botanical name, local name, habit, flower color, habitat, locality, and date of collection and date of collector. So this is how the dried pressed material of plant has to be glued on herbarium sheet along with the floral parts, and in case of herbaceous, that has to be contain the underground part root also. On the right side of the herbarium sheet, it contains the information regarding the collected pressed plant material. So this is how has to be mounted. The dried specimens are mounted on a herbarium sheets of standard size 29 into 42 centimeter. For the long lasting herbarium sheet or durability of the paper heavy enough to support the specimen. Thick drawing sheet may also be used as herbarium sheets. Curators of most herbaria use 100% rack paper for mounting the specimen. There are several ways of mounting. Generally, paste or glue is used to fix the specimen of the mounting sheet. The pressing paper is placed over it, gently pressed, taken off, and that removes the excess of glue or a paste. After this specimen has been mounted, the strips has to be fixed, the specimen containing information. So this is how the herbarium sheets are prepared. After the preparation, that has to be stored in a herbarium of Almera. The storing of herbarium sheets after proper drying, the herbarium sheets is ready in all respects to be stored. That can be stored in wooden or steel almaras, which are generally dust proof. Now the specimens are arranged according to the Betham and Hooker or Hengler and Prantl classification. Each species is kept in a folder which is lighter in weight and smaller in dimension than the genus cover. So preservation is very much important. In all the herbaria, great attention is paid towards the preservation of herbaria specimens because there are every likelihood of their being attracted by several insects. So proper insecticides or proper repellent has to be applied. So Merrill in 1948 has reported that the 2 parts of the naphthalene compound mixed with the 1 part of para-dichlorobenzene brings the most effective result. 2 to 3 ounces of this compound may be kept in a pigeonhole of Herbarium Almera, or Naphthalene balls can also used to as a insect repellent compound. So, types of herbaria. The types of herbarias are locally or national, or it may be regional. In case of local herbaria, these represent the region within the country, such as a state, country, district, or even a smaller area as a nature of reserve forest. And regional herbaria or a national herbaria, it is a geographically cover the respective country or phytogeographically similar neighboring countries. So these are the important herbaria of India, that is Central National Herbaria, which is in Calcutta. The year of founding is 1793, which consisting of 25 lakhs of sheets. The Indian Council of Forest Research and Institute in Dehradun, which consisting of 3 lakhs of sheets. The Botanical Survey of India, Coimbatore, 2 lakhs of herbarium sheets. In Shillong, the Botanical Survey of India, 1 lakhs. And the Botanical Survey of India in case of Pune, which has 135 lakhs of herbarium sheets. And in case of Dehradun, the Botanical Survey of India, which consisting of 60,000 herbarium sheets of plant material. And in case of Allahabad, the Botanical Survey of India consisting of 40,000 herbarium sheets. So this is the table of herbaria of the world. The Royal Botanical Garden, Kew, which consisting of the 65 lakhs of herbarium sheets. So this is the largest botanical garden. And VL Komarov Botanical Institute, Leningrad, which is consisting of around 65 lakhs of herbarium sheets. So this is how the herbarium techniques has been utilized and to press the important diversity of the plant, which is useful for the in view of research and students. Hope you enjoyed the